Welcome to another edition of my Brabo Akwantuo. My name is Kofi Set Kumsen. Ebusia etiseng. Senya munim no ewo dwumadie iso no we talk about life journey story to inspire ourselves and motivate ourselves. Though it is difficult, but as we continue talking and you watching and listening, you will know say it is so easy and possible to make it just like people are making it. And today on my Brabo Akwantuo, I am here at Urbano Hotel with senior Obekase chairman BR chairman. Today I'm here with JAY Foley. Are you getting it? JAY Foley. I mean JAY Foley. Na oba benam na Brabo Akwantuo so a train your ma bebre. Oba say 2 years for no a share and crying. Nti tina ho na yenko JAY Foley in China yen en nkotwetwe nkomo. Jay, you welcome to my show.
Thank you, Seth. That's
yeah. Jay, so that's it. Wow. So, Jay, everybody knows JAY Foley to be an industry person and all that, but they don't know who JAY Foley really is and the remedy of JAY Foley and Kasankasa. So, if I should ask, JAY Foley, no, is it the name? And I say a dinful phobia or honoma unusu?
Well, it is JAY Foley, but the J is just John. So. Okay. J, no, just John. John is shortened to J, so JAY Foley. So I've been living with that for a very long time.
So if we are talking about the name itself, it's John Foley.
Yeah, it's John, so it's John Foley. The name given to me, the JAY Foley was given to me by Hammer of the Last Two.
Okay.
Yeah, just about we're in 2021 now, so I mean 2021 now, so this is about 21 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about John Foley. Okay. Who really is John Foley?
So quick bio to myself. I schooled, well, I'm the last of 3 boys of my family. I schooled in Bishop Bowers School. Okay. That's where I had my primary school, primary and GSS. And then I went to Achimota School afterwards. Yeah. Thank you very much. Cheers. So cheers to Urbano Hotel. Cheers. So I went to Achimota School in 1999. From then, and I got admission into KNUST, 2002. Me call KNUST first year. I did 4 years in KNUST in Timiwe KNUST in 2006. So that's my educational background. Within all that time, my biggest interest was in music.
Okay.
I always wanted to do music. And somehow, some way, I discovered my interest in making beats. So I shifted from the artist point of view, to become an instrumentalist. So I loved making beats. Wow. I had a little background in playing drums, the flute, and I was trying to learn the trumpet, but I never finished. I'm fine. I stuck to the sound engineering.
Okay.
Yeah, and I used to make beats. That was what defined my interest when I was young.
So what did you study in school? University?
So university, my course was called Integrated Rural Arts and Industry. Okay. It was quite a number of art courses where you study from textiles, ceramics. It was quite a number of them, but I majored in ceramics in my final year.
Okay.
Yes, but at the end of the day, that's university. It doesn't necessarily teach you. You're not only there to learn the course, but it prepares you for the experiences I will be shared with life.
Sure.
That's how I see it as. Yeah.
So talking about studying that right from the university, there's this perception about parents and then child future life and what was the reaction between you and your parents with you choosing that?
With mine, I had with the music side of me, because I had started a long time ago. Okay. The interest was there, and in my family, a music family. My mother loves music. My brothers find themselves one way and the other in music. One is a keyboardist, an organist, a chorister. So music in my family. Wow. So when I also started showing signs of loving music, it was a conversation I built from a very, very long time, right from primary school, University. In Timiwe University, I like when I started showing signs of I wanted to do sound engineering,
Okay.
devoid of the university course I didn't have challenges with my parents. I rather had the support because Omo who say idea Omobano, like he's loved this thing for a very long time. Unfortunately, tech didn't offer me any music course at that time. I brought your final year na course be almost some year sound engineering course. It was new. Introduced here, but unfortunately for me, because I didn't I was way ahead in terms of what I know and what I was going to start off with. No, I couldn't complete. I couldn't finish. I started, but I couldn't finish that course. So I backed out and I just focused on my ceramics, and I finished on that.
Okay.
So I didn't have any challenges with parents or make us pay.
So from talking about uni, after uni, what happened?
Well, there's been more story in before university.
Okay.
I remember say we at Chimoto school when we were all you will feel I just decided to get in touch with Hammer of the Last Two.
Okay.
I went to see him. I was bold and brave. I went to see him at the studio at Asylum Down those times. He looked at me and he was like, look, I'll call you Jay Foley, just like that.
Wow.
He took me as his little guy, and then mentored me, took me through a whole understanding of the background of sound engineering, how to make beats. Hammer introduced me to all the artists of those times. So at times, the early starts of Tiny, Kwakesio, Brafo, Conte Hene, all of them, all the boys who were around the studio with JQ those times. I got to know him. So it started building my entertainment journey for me. And it took me all the way through university till after I finished KNUST. It sort of prepared me for a decision I needed to make. That I was asking myself, what do you want to do after school? What do you really want to do after school? I challenged myself because the norm of the day was to be university. So go page man.
Yeah, sure.
Compare 9 to 5 be compare bank be and say unya government be ministry be ko more. But I questioned myself, say I can't build all this interest in the things I love doing, which is sitting behind the PC and doing my music, and ignore it. So after KNUST, I got in touch with a guy, on his studio, Asylum Down.
Okay.
Friend Lexus, sound check. So I started working with Lexus in his studio. But through that as well, I had chanced upon the art of doing voiceovers.
Oh, okay.
When I was in my final year in tech, a girl be catching so radio adverts for Independence Hall Week, Indies Hall Week, Ewa Tech. Into me trying man. I found interest in it. I was like, okay. Into me we tech, I put the music aside, and then I took on voiceovers as a business.
Okay.
Yeah, until I started my business in doing voiceovers. This was 2006. And I started small, company to company, trying to pitch, say, oh, I can do a radio jingle for you, and all that. Some people responded, others didn't respond. It was difficult, I don't lie about it. It was very, very difficult at that time. And sometimes you feel, say, as an entrepreneur, Charlie, oh, try, oh, yeah, but so you want to give up. But the interest that I had, it was way more than giving up. Giving up wasn't an option for me.
Sure.
Through that journey, through those times, let me share. Okay, so I knew Trigmatic already. I had met Trig,
Nice.
but through Trig, and I share Jeremy, who became my co-presenter on Foresight TV. Through Jeremy, I met a guy called Wolf. So Wolf was those times not only a presenter for Foresight.
Okay.
So I met Wolf. We're all friends. So we're all working in the studio at my studio. And then one day I said, Wolf stopped doing Foresight. Then the owner of the company, Ignis, approached me. I was like, with a guy called Mike, who was a marketing manager. I was like, yo, would you want to do Foresight TV? I was like, me. Then I mean, TV, nah, I wasn't interested. I said, no, maybe try. I should come and try it. even prior to that, I don't lie about it. The hustle that was, that had hit man. Charlie, who mates, I went to university, ibu Krakow card, ibu Jimmy bank, Charlie, oh shy, like you feel such Charlie, then I'll be, when we in school now, we say Jimmy studio. It was depressing at some points, but at the same time, it was encouraging because we didn't want to give up. Yeah, so many companies we approach who attend us down. I mean, also pursue your radio adverts, and it's anything. A day man also pursue your radio adverts. But I mean, I had a vision, I had a plan, and all the plan needed was consistency.
Okay.
Being focused on it.
Okay.
So I went to shoot Foresight one day, 2007. I remember, I won't forget, 2007. I went to shoot Foresight one day, and it was, I didn't know what the boss saw in me. I didn't do anything exceptional. In fact, I made mistakes, be brave. But he, just as he believes in, I believe in myself and the things I do, he also believed in me.
Oh, nice.
And I'll say, you know what, come next week, let's do it again. And next week, the story began. Yeah.
So let's talk about the voiceover. Were you your own voiceover artist, or you had artists that were doing the voiceover?
So, senya ubet now come ubabanyum no. Jay Foley stand come with radio adverts. My downloading voiceovers be brave from different adverts from YouTube and wherever. NMT. Senya ubet onyum no.
Okay.
So I loved editing.
Wow.
I loved playing with voices, doing things with it. Those times, Choice FM, Choice 102.3. Yeah, Choice FM, those times. Kofi Dixon, thanks so much, boss. Kofi Dixon and co. I mean, Yao Sechi. These are people who gave me opportunities. Not me yet. Station IDs, Emma Choice FM.
Oh, okay.
So I was doing it, and then DJs, Hits FM jingles, most of them, Jeremy and voice that you say, and this was like back in the days, like 2000 and like 6, 7, thereabouts, and I was learning I was trying to train my voice to do voiceover, but until I had to sublet the jobs to people. People who had, Jeremy had a beautiful voice, Wolf had a beautiful voice. So in your adverts, I'll edit, we write the advert, I edit, they do the voices and all. So I'll sublet the jobs to them. They do the voice, I write the script, or write together, and we push it out there. I remember one time, one breakthrough that we had. In fact, 2 breakthroughs that came our way. Wow. Charlie, I hustle, sir. Look, which company didn't I go to in Accra here? Which major company that you name it, didn't I go knock on their door, say, I want to do a radio advert for them? And for some of them, the way they'll turn you down, like, Charlie, I'll tell you, it can crush your spirit, But kudos to a lady called Rosalind. Rosalind, also, thank you so much. Now, one day, me call company B frame, Amal Bank, but now it's Bank of Africa.
Okay.
There's this marketing manager there who also just was wowed by the way young boys, snake girl, they almost some radio advertising. So I said, okay, go and try one for us and let's see. And they liked it. And the man gave me 3 new jobs. Paid us very, very well on that job as well. So it was seed money to push the business. Wow. And one time, so one guy, Eddie Sedo is the one, he is one of the brains behind Things to Do for Love. Eddie Sedo called me, even bringing Eddie Sedo's story, another story came to me. Eddie Sedo called me and said that, okay, I'm try MTN advert B. Into on my script to the middle studio. Look, it's a comedy, yeah. There we impressed my team and I, manager Jeremy Wolf. We impressed Eddie Sedo to the max. That was around 2009. Sorry. So for about 2009 to about 2013, I can say about 90% of the adverts now are through the agency from MTN. We produced them. Wow. It was good for us. It was a good business for us. But even in that, let me throw you back all the way back to Tech Days. Okay. There's a guy called Chris Atto. Yeah. Chris. I can't forget people like that who have helped me to become who I am. Chris Atto, me share no tech or me senior tech. Inti me share me catch and say Charlie, I wanted to be like him. The same language. I want to be like you. Those times now, Big Brother Africa or any correspondent for Ghana. Yeah, big guy. So you call dinner, you call lunch. He advised me. I didn't hear from Chris again. That was 2005. I didn't hear from him again. 2-3 years later, Chris friend, catch him and say, "Yo, Jay Foley, how be?" Say, hey, Chris, you've called me. Charlie, I don't know about it. Charlie, I was so excited to see Chris Atto's call. And I'll say, there's a show coming called Rhythms on GH1. And he wants someone to do the soundtrack for Rhythms. So he came by, we spoke. I called Trigmatic, Mini Trig, Charlie, burning the midnight oil. I was studio. Yeah. You're producing a new for a soundtrack for Rhythms on GH1. And no. Now you have credits. You know the credits that people might disrespect, but indeed at the end of the show. So sound produced by Jay Foley. Nice. Do you know the number of jobs I got from that? Like, it was a huge breakthrough for me. From that time, George Quay, we know from Charterhouse at that time, George would come and record adverts with me. And from that time in 2007, bro, till today, it's been over 14 years. I still produce Charterhouse commercials. So Miss Malika and Ghana Rocks and Vodafone, Ghana Music Awards, all those ads pass through me. So these are people who, have also helped to build the brand J opportunities. I mean, there are many of them. But that's how the journey began.
You're really doing great now. You're really
thanks.
doing great now. But I want to ask, was it that difficult, as in the push? How does it all work? Say, somebody funding you or you finding a capital to do that? Was it so easy for you, Anna? Were you coming from a rich background? How was it all?
Bro, I just told you a 10-year, or part of a 10-year story in 20 minutes. If I say I'm going to go into the details, it's sometimes heartbreak. Entrepreneurship is difficult. That's what people need to understand, but it doesn't mean it's impossible. Entrepreneurship is difficult. Editing. I didn't come from any rich background. The hustle. I won't say I was a beggar on the street. No, I had a roof over my head. I had a bed to myself. My parents paid my fees. I went to school, but that's just one bit of it. The rest is there also what you also would put into. Yeah, and every day, Monday to Sunday, Charlie, we're in town. Moving from place to place, trying. And even when we jumped on Foresight, the time they started Foresight, I always say that people don't know the story of Foresight is another inspiring story. And the owner, he's had his hustle, serious hustle. We know the conditions that we shot in the studio at that time in some small room in Azongo Junction, Blacksmith. We know how the conditions that we shot in. But the team that put it together and put it out on TV, die hard. The camera guy, the editors, these are people who sweat and toil overnight, just to give you the best animations and your cover story. Another dynamic I say, go for Foresight 30 minutes. We 5 or 6 events that you cover. So events, it lasted hours or 5-6 hours, but we show you only 30 minutes
of it.
2 minutes, 3 minutes. We will be brave. So you ask, where are the other 20? Where are the other hours of the show? What happened? It's me kotsina a club because artists be your album launch or but not club from 9 p.m. If free hobe and a pub 5. And say me VIP and no champagne bro me tabontina me train artists new album launch and I pay interview.
Wow.
In just some small 2-minute interview be. Yeah, and that's even some of the local artists. If I tell the stories of the international artists and some of the hell that we went through trying to just get content, but hustle small. We come and watch TV. People like it. Those who insult you. Those who hype you will hype you. But you don't have any idea the headache that we've been through in just trying to bring these things up. The story of Foresight there's a whole lot in there. It's a whole lot.
Let's talk about production.
Okay.
How many people have you produced for? Can you mention a number of people you've produced for?
Okay, when you say production in terms of not music. Okay, well, I have worked with almost every single back in the day Ghanaian artist, not necessarily as a producer, but one way or the other, I found myself doing something
for them.
Yeah, for them. I mean, it's been, and that to me is really fulfillment, But officially, I mean, I've worked with Forex for most of those times. Recently, I've worked with Adoma as an artist. You do business, let me just say. Yeah, you do business.
Nice. And talking about Hammer, meeting Hammer, How did that connection work?
Bro, look, you know Hammer the last two?
Yeah.
It's a legend. Maybe now the Generation Z wouldn't experience Hammer like the Hammer who I just released or your Hine remix. The Hammer who I just released Obrafo's first album, Paimuka. You're talking about somebody like a guy who came in and changed, just like Reggie Rockstone, changed the narration of how Ghana music was like, you know. So I had look. Let me pay Obrafo. I listened to Obrafo and I listened to the instrumentation. Me tiye ne say, me tiye pastor a preach Bible say na me. Inti I got his number. Na me friend. Let me catch him and say so when I went to him, no, I mean just out of courage, me call in the studio, me call hash, me call plenty rappers. Charlie, the way boys no more train Hammer, you know, crazy boys no more train Hammer. No, it's serious. So when it got to my turn, I'll say, you know what, those times, so me call Hammer every day. If I'm to convert the money now, me call her every day. I'll give me 100 CDs.
Wow.
Yeah, if I'm to convert now, so every day. So me call her 7 times. So I'd paid 700. Yeah, I mean you can understand. He's
huge.
Yeah, he's huge.
Yeah.
For classes. On the 7th day, Hammer did something for me that I'll never forget. Catcher me say he called my parents. No, Catcher me say, look, your son has some serious potential. Invest in him. I want to take him on. So I mean, if that caller hadn't come as well, I may have quit. You know.
Now you're pop.
Yeah, and Hammer took me on as his side guy. You know, like, yo, every day in Tanapa me kofano ufie na me na studio. You know, I'm with him the whole day. And do you know what it means to get to hear a song before it comes out? You know, me a tiny album. The first album, like, you know, I was there. I saw it how it was done. Kwakese me kaipa padogo ne kwakese ne bae no fi straight road. Kaipa kwakese humble guy Oshenatari bi na Hammer say Hammer ne red eye omabo beat bi Hammer pay and what say padogo o man a chance on rapping kwakese or rap pay chale no count or your nonsense no. Hammer far that line okay, just that line, turn it inside out. Boli normally 3 boys me kaipa Boli ni team normally 3 squad of 3 boys. I think Hammer just picked Boli because he saw the vision in him.
Yeah.
I bet them. Adam was my Adam in a group. Adam Paradise and some guy. Normally 3. Also say Hammer buy. And Hammer picked Adam. I mean, you can the experiences with Hammer there, Charlie, is unbelievable.
Amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
So,
it's amazing.
Talking about Jay Foley. Jay Foley from where? Are you a Muslim? Are you?
I'm Catholic. I'm Christian. I'm part Ewe. Unfortunately, I'm Thai. Kasano. My parents are. My dad is Ewe, my mom is Fanti, but my dad speaks Fanti. We all speak Fanti at home, so we naturalized to become Fantis, more Fanti than Ewe.
So where do you church?
I'm a Catholic. I go to Corpus Christi Catholic Church.
Wow.
Yeah.
Talking about church, Christianity, and their fashion-based lifestyle, I think you have an earring. Don't they complain about it?
Which one are we looking out for? For what the person churns out or how the person looks like? To me, it's what the person churns out. I merit whatever I decide to do to myself. I respect what might be hurtful to others, but I make sure I do it in a way that would not be of any problem for anyone. I'm a 38-year-old man with 2 kids.
Okay.
I'm past my parents. I don't drink breast milk again, so I'm responsible for my own decisions.
Wow.
And Christianity doesn't limit us to looks. It's what is in the heart that tell. I mean, I was a mass server, I was a chorister. I've been in all that before.
Wow.
Yeah.
Meaning you sing?
I used to sing alto, but I mean not anymore. Yeah.
Why not anymore?
Oh, I mean, I found interest elsewhere. Singing was a part of the journey.
So talking about voiceover, what do you do aside?
Well, so I established a company called the Radio Advertising People in 2007. It's been in existence till now. So we produce radio commercials. We've done thousands, millions of ads that you've heard. I don't know who I haven't worked with. I don't know which telco, I don't know which bank, I don't know which everyone. Everyone. I've done business with almost every company that would want to advertise in this country. I've done. Day in, day out, I hear my works all over. Not necessarily my voice, but people have engaged in there, you know, and it just keeps me going. Aside television and radio that we will see and hear, you know. Yeah, that's my main business. I do radio commercials.
So Jay Foley is great now. We
Thanks.
all know Jay Foley is great now, but do you still see Jay Foley in a bigger picture the next 4 or 5 years?
Seth, me
Because Jay Foley is big now. That's what we think.
Yeah, I'm not done. One of the things that I'm so grateful for. So 2009. I remember YFM started. I worked there 2.5 years indirectly, but I was not on any salary. I was just supporting the brand. I did all the station IDs, YFM, official frequency for the young, all those things we did. And fortunately for me, the company owners signed me onto the company, and then I'm a programs manager.
Okay.
At that time, I thought that was it. Maybe, wow, programs manager. And then I became the general manager of the station for YFM. And then at that time, I got a chance to, when I thought that was it, Jay Foley, maybe Malande, I got a chance to go to the European Music Awards in Germany, EMAs.
Wow.
In Germany, I'm sure I was probably I was only Ghanaian journalist. I was there. It was on that day at the event, red carpet, and Amisha Kim Kardashian. I know if it were today, it would have been bigger news, right?
Very big.
Yeah.
Very
So
big.
I saw, I called her out, and she came to my stand, and I asked her a question about what she was wearing. She answered me, and then she moved on. I was like, whoa. Yeah, I keep saying. So this was 2012.
Wow.
2012.
Yeah.
And then 2013, I got a chance to go to the BET Awards. So when I thought I had gone to Germany and that was it, Charlie, Mihu Kim Kardashian, Malandi,
Maybe.
BET came to me.
Nice.
At the BET Awards, I met quite a number of these artists as well. And I went to the BET 3 times. 3 times afterwards, covering the BET 3 times. Even in that, on my last interview, my last trip to the BET Awards, I had a chance to go into this room, and thanks to Bolare for that opportunity. I went into this room. It's called the Radio Room, where all the big top artists come there for interviews, free. I was there. I saw a lot of them. I spoke with Pastor Ryan at length, you know, and all. And it was humbling. So I thought I had arrived, you know. And things just keep happening over and over again. So it's been a humbling journey for me. I can say, very humbling journey for me.
Great inspiration. Great inspiration. Through this journey, what has been your greatest challenge?
Challenge. Pretty weird, but the challenge that I face every day in my life is I'm not satisfied. And it's a problem for me that just when I feel like I can do so much.
Wow.
I have so much to offer. Ideas, creativity, it's unlimited, it's unbound. So when I'm not doing, it's a problem for me. It just can't end like that. There's too much for me to give out. So that becomes a challenge for me. What will Jay do next? Look, we shot this program called Sky Marshals.
Yeah.
We toured part of this country with the team, you know, filming crazy adventures of tourist attraction areas in Ghana. I thought that was it. But beyond that, I have other things coming up that I'm asking myself, like, whoa, if I release these things, that's another thing altogether. So it's a challenging myself that's always become a problem for me.
Wow. So aside media and showbiz, who do we know Jay Foley for?
Well, because of the kind of family I've grown up in, Jay is extremely sociable, extremely friendly, extremely. That much I give to myself. I don't look down on anyone because you don't know who's going to be what next. So those are my morals and my values. So people who are close to me understand that when I would give to my last. So I can't even see the ebeche.
Wow.
Because just as the God we serve, the birds wake up not knowing what they're even going to do. God takes care of them. How much more we, the humans? Yeah. Those are the things I believe in. That's Jay. That's John. Aside from the J you see on.
Aside Jay Foley, that's John.
Yeah, that's John. Wow. I'm very open, very sociable, very humbling, friendly as well.
So you made mention of going to companies with your letters for jingles and that. Those people that rejected your offers, are they rushing to you now because you are big?
No, it is not rushing to me. Let me just rephrase it.
Okay.
It is very normal that if an amateur walks to you to ask for something from you, because you are not sure of the person's CV and background, you might hesitate the way you would engage the person.
Okay.
So I do not blame those brands who probably turned me down at that time. It encouraged me. And now I'm working with most of them again. It isn't the same managers who are there now. You understand? It's not the same people. They've changed, of course. Some have retired, some have moved on to other companies. But it's the CV that I have left behind is what has now encouraged them to trust that say, no, you need to make boy way age. You know, that's what is helping. Or that's what the conversation has been so far. So I say, okay, this guy that maybe the people that I went to meet those times, I went to chase those times. Look, I'll mention a station's name. There's a radio station I approached.
Okay.
Then person me jingles more. Now me MD number. Now me free MD no. No, today it's Tuesday. I'll say, oh, come to my office on Thursday. Let's talk. Okay, Charlie, Thursday. Oh boy, address. A shada. Imagine me briefcase be a training. Me say me could share MD no. Me do station hall. Me who secretary. Me say, oh, the MD says I should come and see him today at 8 o'clock for a meeting. I say, are you sure? Me say, yeah. I say, anyway, okay, then go away. Me see me be a MD ne door no. No name for me ni be ti ho e bonkomo.
Okay.
No, I say from where he was sitting. I say, who are you? I say, sir, I'm Jay, the guy who called you. What do you want here? Oh, sir, you asked me to come and my friend, do you want to buy my station?
Kafra.
I said, no, sir, you said I should come and see. Go. Wow. And I left. Fast forward. Over 12 years later, that station
is looking for you now.
No, that's looking for me. I produced everything for them. Everything.
Wow.
Everything.
Wow.
But that owner wasn't there again. Or somebody else.
Okay.
So that's how it's been. You know.
Meaning nothing stops you.
No, not Jay. We'll do it till it works. Wow. Because it has to work. You see, you need to understand some things about. Okay, I don't want to sound too philosophical. Okay. But I'm making something sure. Earth. Do you know why we say the earth is a female? Because woman, when you put anything into a woman, she would bring it out. Okay? Yeah. So they say if you put a seed in a woman, she will give you a baby. The earth is a woman. That is why we refer to in English we refer to the earth as she. Earth. It's okay, Captain Planet those times. Yeah. Almost say Gaia, the spirit of the earth, not your bar. Anything you put in the earth, it will grow. Anything that has life that you put in the earth, once you invest an idea, ideas are life. Sure. Once you invest an idea into the earth, into this your time, I would as you are living, once you invest time into it, it will grow. What you should understand is incubator. Say plants that will grow and people will walk by it, people will step on it, it might break. Those things are things that happen in life. Challenges ever back. But once you invest time into this earth, any idea, good or bad, it will grow. It's just that every single plant has got a different time frame that it grows. Tomatoes, maybe 2 months is growing. Oak tree, 100 years. So it is, do you have time to wait for your tree to grow? I have time. So far as I wake up every morning, do you know what that means? See, and I probably sorry I know. Sure. So but you are alive. So do you know the message in that? Whatever you're doing yesterday, God says continue it. Or whatever, if not God, the supreme force says continue it. If it's bad, you pay for the consequences. If it's good, you enjoy the fruits of your labor. So don't stop. So I don't know why you'd want to stop, because today was difficult. But that's just today. Today is really just 24 hours. It will pass. Tomorrow will come. Look, people insult celebrities all the time and then insult them, and politicians, and insult. After 2 weeks, don't we forget? It's gone. That is how it works. So once you are consistent on the things that you believe in, trust me, it will happen. It will happen.
Oh, wow. You made mention of trap. What is it, an abbreviation? And
yeah.
Are you working there alone or?
It's the radio advertising people. Okay. Look, there was a time when, if you want to do a radio commercial in this country, the question is, where do you go to? And that is how to set up a business. A business must solve a problem. That is how a business will survive. So at that time, when I came from tech, I asked myself, if you want to do a radio ad, where do you go to? In my background check, I realized, in Kofoko studio, studio engineers, no, they are engineers. They do music, not radio adverts.
Sure. So
you can guide them to do what you want them to do. But I said, no, I want to set up a place for that particular job. So I want to rebrand my studio as radio adverts. It was very difficult to let people even accept something like that, because when people say, Charlie, you day studio. Yes, it's a studio, but I didn't want them to say you day studio. I didn't say, are you in your office? I wanted that tag.
Wow.
I set up the company called the Radio Advertising People, TRAP.
Okay.
For those who work with me, TRAP has become a household name in our market. You understand? I set up that company to do radio adverts, and we've been at it for the past 14 years.
Nice one.
I don't know who I haven't worked with. Almost every company that advertises in this country, I've done something for them.
So do you have employees?
Yes, I've had fluctuating numbers of employees depending on what they want to do. We've expanded, we've shrunk, but currently we are a team of 4 people who work in the office. But the nature of our job is a lot of engagements. We conform some voiceovers, scripting, until we engage plenty of people. But the core team in the office to make the work done is 4 people.
Yeah, sure. So Jay, can I go and then have a talk with my people? And
yes, cheers.
You relax. So, actually, senior munim no jumedie eye my brabo akwantuo na ye ni JAY FOLEY e na twetwe nkomo no JAY FOLEY aka na brabo mu nsem bebre a onwie ye o de kakra be ka ho na so ansa na ye be san ko JAY FOLEY nchen no pese me mamuti as say this show is sponsored by Craft Motion say we here design bia we here obi a shoot wedding and I say event be occasion be oye be na say we here obi a shoot amawa. You can contact Craft Motion ombeje no my ama fe there e fe won ho and I say there one say oma there no it looks documentary enti o hwe kra you would wish to watch it over and over again and enwu enketwe sa say we trauma on den and wa hwe no chena enye fe biom abreni abribia no eyefe na ema o pese obesan hwe. Let's talk about 1115 restaurant. 1115 restaurant restaurant abaso ewo ajinga no eno msa on branch ewo East Legon nti say jane e come na dew ana say upe event center bi aye locations ana bibia no pass through 1115 restaurant on be show there one say Friday bia no omoye live band until Friday enyumbre 7 o'clock bia you just pass through open nyuma and I say you just go and sit there only one namfofobia you guys can pass through and then have fun. Lady Rita Ministry so ho say ombeboa in your music career and then your acting career until we a musician and I say we actress you can just contact them omo ina omo number shooty was screens so mamen can new thing being show. Are you having problem with a tailor or a seamstress? What do I tell your command time best obeji a normal problem? Worry no more. Enoch Shaker Clothing Vineyard is here for you. Oma basentien or how we now ombe so no mashama. Enoksheka Clothing Vineyard is into kaftan clothing, both male and female. Into unhia kaftan clothing for your event and as a occasion bia, you just contact them. Na omo be share no mama watade no aba on time. Watade no obey no very fitting and nice. Or the next week semi baseta I will wear a kaftan for you to see how Enoksheka Clothing Vineyard does their things. Ato abribia no se upebia, you will contact them. Miran Radio so homao. Miran Radio a German based radio. Obetumi tie modern radio Ghana or iTunes. So they are also there for all your advertisements and all that. We are here today at Ebano Hotel, Oxford Street, so opposite Total Filling Station. They have a nice and conducive environment for you too. So who are around that you can pass through. If Germany now drop it down to Ghana, or Jordan no drop it down to Ghana. Dubai phone and person mo ba Ghana ina Samo ba. This is the right place for you. Yen sembe kra no ye be call Jay Foley chain na yakotwa enkomo chichi ene so. Jay, we are back.
Yeah.
We are back and listening to you has been much inspirational and motivation to everybody. I think everybody that has listened has learned a lot. Do you have some last words for our viewers, or do you have anything for the upcoming youth and any advice or something for them?
Yeah, I mean, look, the Sesenana Mekano, life would always throw challenges at you. Say, if you don't get these challenges, then it's not life. It cannot be smooth. You know, that is how it is designed. Into whatever challenge that comes your way, you understand, say no situation is permanent. It will never be there for life. You know, whatever state you find yourself in, or at least by all means, you should know say a transition, a period that you have him. So when you set yourself on a certain path that you want to do something, yes, you would get new ideas. Yes, things will come and sway you. Yes, things will come and demotivate you. Yes, things will come and take you off your path. But all those things are just designed to just test how tough you are. So I always say that, listen, focus, consistency, perseverance, commitment, loyalty. These things are things that you should always work with in everything you do. And if you have any idea, you feel it's good, stick to it. Yours will come. Don't let social media fool you with people and how they look and dress and talk and all that. Pictures are just split-second moments. What about the life they are living afterwards? Don't be crushed and depressed thinking that yours isn't working, other people's are working. No, you're already going through a phase. Be focused. After all, human beings human beings are supposed to live up to 70 plus. So if you are lucky and you know that God has given you life to live every day, then work as if tomorrow is not coming.
Yeah. So talking about Jay Foley growing up hasn't been easy as everybody thought. Your speech today has made us known. Say Jay Foley growing up, and I said the journey of Jay Foley, wasn't as easy as Obia Dream say it is. So right now, as it stands, what can Jay Foley boast of? Any achievements?
Number one achievement, I'm alive. That's to be here at age 38, bro. That's an achievement. Wow. That in itself is an achievement because others didn't live to see 38. Second achievement, my family, my kids. Like, yo, you know how proud it is to have kids. Yeah. My two girls, my daughters. I love them to bits. It's like my second achievement. If I have to go on more and more, I don't boast of achievements with the travels and the milestones and the establishment of businesses. Those things don't matter to me. What matters to me most is the fact that I'm here today talking to you. You know, so after 38 years, it's today that me and Seth have met, right? Sure. It's an achievement. Sure. Yeah, that's how I see it as. Those are my biggest achievements, being here today.
Wow, wow. So, any people to give shout outs to?
Oh, man. My parents, my brothers, extremely supportive. My business partner, It's called Slim Jeffrey. Yeah, we're working for long. My best friends, Nikki, cousins, like these are people who have been there. You know, the list is ended. The names are an ending. The legends, Hammer and Co, and all the people who have supported me. They are there. They know themselves. Man, without them, you know, Ignis, Foresight TV, my Jeremy and I used to also work together.
Okay.
She was very instrumental, very helpful. Yeah, my wife as well.
Her name?
Josephine.
Josephine.
Yeah.
Foley.
Yeah. So
Wow,
she's
nice. So social media handles. If
well, personally,
wants to reach
it's Jay Foley 2131 on all the platforms except Facebook. It's just Jay Foley. You find me there.
Okay.
Yeah, simple guy. Pass him.
Wow, Jay Foley.
Thanks.
So Mr. John Foley.
Yeah, that's what's on my.
It's really been nice meeting you.
Yeah.
Just like I said, JBR Foley. You know, as in Ghana, see our chairman,
Yeah.
but your chairman be our chairman. You see, so JBR Foley.
That's it.
Today has really been nice.
Yeah,
you know, I
had a good one.
just like, you know, Abrabo Akwantuo, and then you've used your life journey to inspire me, myself, and then
Thanks.
my viewers too. So what we will say is thank you for,
Yeah, thank you
for
too.
giving us such privilege.
Thank you too. Yeah, thank you too. Really appreciate it. And cheers, Anna.
So Ebusia, senya mundim no, my brabo Akwantuo, and there ahanum and a nyankopon edi yaba bedru. We had Jay Foley. Me ma count, me see a JBR Foley. Eti o JBR be for her fashion fridge mu na bra. We a JBR Foley na yene na atwetwe nkomo no na wa unim aka na brabo Akwantuo mu nsem bebre. We all thought it was easy. We all thought say oh that sorry and as any ma me wo na oye Jay Foley, but listening to what he has said, no, it wasn't so easy like everybody is thinking it is easy. Even me, I thought it was easy, but listening today, you know, I felt like say, Charlie, I and that for more. I was saying, nah, ye jina ho, na ye to me ye. I was so jidi say, I did be a washa see and then a bemubu ba. Nanso nyajidie na hwese o de be kwa akosie ye. Nyame ama on kwankwa de. Nature say you can complete everything you have started. Senior Mekaya, no, Lady Rita Ministry, Miran Radio, 1115 Restaurant, Craft Motion. Omuina Asoyanse, and a new brand about on board, a Nokshika Clothing Vineyard. Say, Unia Kaftan Bia, you should just contact them. Omu Kaho, and Oma Boa, and a Jumedie, Yadia Bremo. But then I see Bebema, a Bano Hotel, say, almost on my nice place now. You shooty, you interview and say, "Zena Madi can catch on Osu Oxford Street, opposite Total Filling Station. Here more, you should just come around. If we Chrome now about town, you should just come and then have some relaxation and sana obey your rounds beer while your rounds no. And then so aha, and my brabo Akwantuo no ye debate see me ding Eddie Coffee set comes in. That's ne ye be share makramo. Bye bye.